And then we have a special award to present to them. Marilyn Currie and Chapter 2997.
Back in August, I received a call from the National MENC wanting to know if I would be interested in bringing students down to this bus. That's all they told me, not much information. We were pretty excited about it, and the two vocalists prepared songs to record. After the tragedy, I didn't know if this was going to happen because it was to be the Sunday following the tragedy, and I couldn't get hold of anybody. So we went ahead and drove to Kansas City. And indeed, the bus was there. And as we got on the bus, we found out that we were supposed to have a song written to perform and record that day. Well, the morning was spent in discussing the bus, the techniques of recording and that kind of thing. And about 11:30, they said, why don't you take the kids to lunch, and then when you come back, we'll record the song you wrote. And so all the way to Wendy's restaurant, we're madly going, okay, what are we going to do here? What are we going to do? And I give a quick lesson on, verse, chorus, the hook, and all this. And one of the young people said, well, obviously it's got to be about the World Trade Center, so let's call it WTC, and it'll stand for Will Tomorrow Come. And we're in the restaurant with, I never will forget this, a piece of paper, and Greg, the young man who's going to be singing the lead here, says to me, what's another word for destruction? And some gentleman standing behind Greg said, well, mishap and mayhem. And it turned out he was a graduate of Seaman High School that we didn't even know. So a lot of people helped us write this song. When we finished the day, we had recorded the song. Ryan Collins, our drummer, put together a CD, which we have sold. And the money that we earned from the CD, we donated to our local fire department in our Seaman district, who does so much. And I would just like to read what Ryan put in the middle of this. The story begins on September 16th when the Seaman High School chapter of Tri-M from Seaman High School attended the John Lennon songwriting bus. They had been chosen for the event that was held at the Sandstone Amphitheater in Bonner Springs. Representing the Seaman High School Tri-M chapter were seniors Ryan Collins, Ryan's on drums, Lindsay Laird, one of our vocalists, Greg Myers, our lead, and Tim Patterson, who's our bass player. When the group arrived, the crew of the John Lennon songwriting bus talked to them about the recording process and how they laid down the recording. This process was more complex than the group realized. They had come to the event prepared with a couple of songs from the musical Jekyll and Hyde, but were informed by the crew that they had to write a song. They decided to discuss their strategy over lunch at a local Wendy's. While waiting in line, they decided that the theme for the song would be about the recent World Trade Center tragedy. When we got back to the bus, they went inside to develop their song. I sit at the piano and began playing chords. Greg started singing, and Ryan picked up the drum set and started playing, and Tim joined in on the guitar. And after we were finished, the crew asked them to do it again because it was so wonderful. And we all turned to each other and started laughing because we couldn't remember what we just did. But they had recorded the song, and so we listened to it and spent about the next 2 or 3 hours trying to refine it. Lindsay did all the vocals, so she's laid down on 3 or 4 tracks on the tape, but we're going to try and perform this for you today, called Will Tomorrow Come?
Smoke in my eyes, is this a dream? Can this be real, or is it a movie scene? Flames rising up, dreams crashing down, trying to escape, I fall to the ground. Will tomorrow my mind. I try to wake up, I want out of this dream, but the chaos around me makes me want to scream. I look to the sky and see in dismay the mishap and mayhem that happened on this day. Will tomorrow come? Will this nightmare end? Dear God, I'm crying out. Is this a message that you send? We know things happen only in your time. Dear Lord, I'm asking you, is this time mine? Looking back at the destruction, I know I've been given grace. I look to the sky, and in the ash I see your face. Amidst all the chaos, I ponder your plan divine. Of all the lives that were lost, why did you spare mine?
Because the song was created on the bus and was not submitted for the John Lennon Songwriting Contest nationally, it was not eligible for an award. But upon hearing this piece, the governing board of the John Lennon Songwriting Contest has issued a special honorable mention commendation to the Topeka Seaman Triune Chapter.